Hey everyone. So today we are doing demo for workshop management software, which is designed and developed by Avaiya Software. Okay. So first we need to register our workshop. So like workshop name, let's say ABC Workshop, email address ABC Workshop at you can see info at abcworkshop.com, name, owner name, phone number. Can say you can give your workshop phone number, address, Dubai, UAE, whatever like number and all like 25 per Dubai UAE. Currency, let's say for my entire workshop, since I'm running this in UAE, so my currency will be 80, and password I can set anything. So this is my login password, okay? So that is something I need to basically remember. And this is the logo for my workshop. So once I do that, I just need to click on register workshop. Okay, I can just save it. So it's a browser feature. Now I just need to log in. So email and password I need to provide whatever I use for sign up. So once I log in, it will show me my dashboard like this, okay? We can expand this new one. So in this workshop, we can manage our customers basically, their vehicles, and for that vehicles, we can create jobs. Okay, so basically servicing jobs. Apart from that, we can also do product management. So whatever products we have inside our workshop, that inventory we can add inside this particular software. And similarly, we can also add like services. So when we say services, which means car washing services, oil replacement services. So basically labor work we can say. Now in settings, we can add some more workshop related settings uh, like bank name, account number of the bank, IPA, SWIFT code and TRN. TRN will be printed on uh, invoice. Right now we are storing this information. It's not mandatory, uh, but if we want to print this on invoice, later we can add that, okay, based on your request. But right now we are only adding TRN. So let's say 500231001. And if you want to update logo, you can update that also from here. So let's not touch that and just save it, okay? So I saved my TRN. Now regarding taxes, so since I'm running my workshop in UAE, there is 5% VAT, right? So that I can add. So basically I'm doing configuration for my workshop, okay? So this VAT will be applied on all of my invoices whenever I will generate that, okay? So all done, basic setup is done. Now let's check uh, from customer perspective. So we can manage our customers. So whenever any customer comes, we will add record for that customer. So let's say customer Lalit, their phone number, their email address. Address is optional, okay, and we can add. So customer get added. We can manage customers. We can also update customers, okay. Now to this customer, we can add vehicles. So when we go to vehicle, this is section for vehicle management. We can go to vehicle, select customer, like for this customer, vehicle registration number, GJ051212. Chassis number we can add 12345 6. Brand, let's say Hero, model Activa, uh, color black. Year we can add based on the vehicle's year, and petrol type or basically fuel type, and any additional note, okay, then we can add. So we'll link this vehicle with that customers, okay. Now as I mentioned, whatever product or services which we have, we can add over here. So later we can add that into a job, okay. So let's first do that. So this product and service addition over here, it's also an basically we can say workshop setup, okay. So product, let's say oil, uh, SKU numbers and all we can add. Let's say one, description, uh, car oil, unit one, selling price, let's say 100. Currency we set up earlier, so it's like 100 dirham. Okay. Selling price is 100. Purchase price, if you want, you can uh, mark it as actual purchase price. It's up to you. Okay. It just later it will help you in the reporting. Okay. So we added this one product. Similarly, we can add all the products which we have and also services basically. So let's say oil replacement cost or charge. Same thing, let's say 20 dirham. I will add that. Car washing, that's also one service which generally I want to add later in the invoice. And 58. Okay, so I did that. So this is inventory basically for my workshop. Now we did customer, we did vehicle. Now let's create one service for that particular job. Okay, so sorry, one service or job for that particular vehicle. Okay. Now, over here we have this card section as well, table section as well. Okay, so since it's a job cards, we added this feature over here. So now we can switch between table and card. Now let's add one job. I will select customer for this customer, this vehicle. Now, job title. Let's say overall we know what customer wants to do. So let's say car washing or oil replacement, or we can say oil replacement plus car wash. Status initially it's created, we don't need to touch. Later we will utilize this to basically as we progress. Estimate delivery, let's say after 2 days client wants that. Payment, they will do cash, check or card. Right now we are selecting cash, but later we can also update this. Payment status unpaid, and payment received date. Right now we don't need to add anything because that is the later part. Now description and internal note, like description is like what we want to do basically. So whatever client says, we will add it over here. And internal notes, whether this is for our internal staff, whether they want to do basically some inspection or you have any doubt or something like that. Okay, so then you can add that. So this is our job. Now, as I said, we can switch between this. Okay. So when we go to this job, so let's say our workers are already working on this, and they did something, so that we need to add to this particular job. So let's say service or product. So let's say product, and oil is used. Okay, one quantity of oil. Rate is auto filled. If you want, you can adjust this from here as well. If in case if you want to give custom rates. Okay, so then you will add that. Apart from that, you can also add service. So let's say car washing service you did, one quantity 50 dirham. So total is 150. Okay. So basically over here we are maintaining what kind of service or what kind of product we used. Now if we just go back, once we add at least one product or service, we will get an icon of this download or generate invoice, basically create invoice. So at the end, when we done with this service or job, okay, you can change the status basically to keep track of what we are doing in this. So let's say inspecting. Okay, so it's inspecting. After that, you can say working, and at last you can say completed. And once it's delivered, you can say delivered. Okay, at that time you need to update this cash, check or credit, and payment received date as well. Okay. So once all of that are done, you can generate this anytime basically. Once you add any part or product or service, then you can generate this. So once we generate this, invoice created successfully. Now to print that invoice, you just need to click on this print icon. So it will show you this kind of print, like your workshop, your TRN number, customer name, customer mobile number, and this some details regarding vehicles and all, what kind of items you use, subtotals and total. So as we configured weight, that's why it shows weight like this and total is this. Okay, it will show this footer by default, and you can just do print, and you can just print this thing. Okay, so that's how this works. And same thing, if whatever invoices you generated right now, one, okay, if we create another job, only, sorry, let's say only oil replacement, no car wash. So it's like second job for the same vehicle. Okay, expected delivery date. It's this one, cash, all of that. Okay, so created. Now, if I just go this, only add this oil. So done. Now, if I just go to back, if I just generate this, okay. So now I can see two jobs. So for that, two invoices I generated. So I can download from here as well. Okay, same thing. But just like this is the UI from where we know how many invoices we generated and their status and all, the payment status and all. We can print from here as well. It's the same thing. Now, one important thing is, let's say you generated invoice, but later you remember something earlier you forgot it to add something. Let's say oil you added, but you not added oil service because you did oil replacement, right? So for that 20 dirham you forgot, so you will add that. You will go back. So this you need to do again because you made some changes into your basically job. So you need to click on this icon again to create invoice. Then it will ask you, you will override previous invoice. Okay. So then yes, we want to override. So now if you just click on this, it has two items. Document number is not going to be changed, but you will get second item which earlier you not added. Okay. So that's how we are managing basically workshop management, and it's a responsive UI. So it will work on tablet as well. Okay, and the coolest thing about this is if you want to run it on like online, if you have internet connection, then you can use over internet as well. And if you don't have internet, then only once you need internet, later you can use offline as well. Okay, so it's like progressive web app, which will work online and offline in both mode without any interruption. And right now, whatever we did, none of this data is go out of this computer. It's still in our computer only. Okay, we have that capability, but some client says we don't want to send our data to outside of our system. So that's why it's on one system only. But we have that capability, or we have that feature. So if you need multi-user supports and all, then we can enable that for your system as well, or for your setup as well. Okay. Another thing is backup. Okay, so important thing is, since customer client is using this on their own PC without internet support, or my previous client, is the current client who is using this, has a remote location where they don't have stable connection. So if even though they want to use it over internet, they can't use it. So for them, this backup and restore thing is there. So you need to do this backup daily, we can say, just to save your data. So even in a disaster, you will not lose that. Okay, this is the file, and whenever you want to, let's say, restore it, you just need to drag it over here, and it says backup imported. It will not create copy if you import same file because that data already you have. So it will only create one record. Means it will just skip that. Okay, if when you import that, if it is already exists. Apart from that, all of this has search functionality over here, so you can search, and you have download option as well, so you can download your data basically as a CSV, vehicles, customers, similarly your product and services and all. Okay, so yeah, that's it about for this software, and we are also open to incorporate new features in this based on your requirement. So even if you need like custom software, means on top of this you need some additional features, we can develop that as well for you. Yeah, thank you.